If you watched the Bad Bunny halftime show last night and you thought, well, that was cool, but I just don't understand it, or maybe you were hoping that it would be a little bit more controversial, the overall messaging was definitely very strong, rooted in Puerto Rican culture, which is a huge deal for Hispanics all over, given the problems that we're having in the United States with immigration and how ICE and a big portion of the country are treating Hispanics. So right from the top, his existence in being there already is an act of protest. He starts out with sugarcane workers working in the fields of Puerto Rico, and they're wearing pava hats. He's had to become a symbol for resistance in Puerto Rico. As he plays his first song, he's walking through typical scenes from Puerto Rico, transitioning into New York, which is where a lot of Puerto Ricans came. Puerto Rican culture is very celebratory. It's very loving, open, inviting, party forward with wonderful music, wonderful food. And so this is the message that he's representing. He's showing Puerto Rican culture throughout the set. As his songs transition, there are nods slipped into other Puerto Rican artists. And if you look in the casita, you'll see different Hispanic superstars moving with the music and spreading this message of togetherness, celebration, and representation for the Latino culture. He continues to move through the set, and he stops at a living room to see what looks like two Hispanic parents and their little boy watching TV, and the little boy is watching Bad Bunny receive Grammys. Now, Bad Bunny receiving that Grammy was a huge game changer. Until this time in the history of the Grammys, there has never been a Spanish-speaking album to win Album of the Year. He gives this message in Spanish when he looks into the camera and he says, "This is who I am. I never would have gotten here if I didn't believe in myself, and you should believe in yourself too." He goes to the little boy and hands him his Grammy, and the messaging is, look at what you can do. This is something that's never been seen before, but now you can see it. And then Ricky Martin comes in, and the small clip of the song that he sings, the lyric translations are, "They're trying to take my rivers, my beaches, they want my grandma to leave. Hawaii was also colonized, and now it's so incredibly expensive to live there that the people who are indigenous to the land can't afford to be there." He is giving the message, don't let what happened to Hawaii happen here in Puerto Rico as well. Immediately following that, Bad Bunny takes the Puerto Rican flag and he runs. This is significant because at one point in time, it actually was illegal in Puerto Rico to have a Puerto Rican flag. So for him to have Ricky Martin, who's also Puerto Rican, come and sing the song, to say "No suelte la bandera," and then have Bad Bunny come running out with the Puerto Rican flag, it's okay, and this is probably the most important part. He then cuts to his next song, El Apagón. This is a journalistic piece, a song that is written about the blackouts that are experienced in Puerto Rico that happen all of the time. Think about what happens when you don't have power. It's pretty frustrating, but on a bigger scale, when your entire island doesn't have power, that's a disaster. With Puerto Rico being a US territory, it gets controlled by the United States, but it doesn't really get that much benefit from the United States, given its infrastructure is totally crumbling. Despite his messaging being very strong and very clear and very much in line with resistance, the movement throughout the entire set is one of invitation, welcoming, love. No calling out, no hate, no threats, no "I'm not watching your Super Bowl halftime show." It literally was a huge party with a message of welcoming and love. At the end, you'll see flags from countries all over the world coming together, calling for a message of unity. Yes, even with the United States. And the message on the football, together we are America. Together, all of us. We are all America. I hope that you take time to really take in the cultural messaging here, the messaging of unity, the significance of representation for the Latin American community, Puerto Ricans especially. And when you go there to enjoy, you travel like a good guest.